Roger.
Hi, it's Bunny, and I didn't think I was going to upload, right? But I got some comments, and like this is a little bit of a comment foolery thing. It should be quick. But first of all, the first comment that I want to get into, right? So at first, Bunny saw this, right? And I crashed out a little bit, just a little bit, right? And, I was going to do my whole thing about, putting the profile picture and, my little tags and stuff like that, right? And adding the person. But I was like, wait a minute, Bunny, use your critical thinking skills. This is a child using her mother's YouTube account, right? And so um, I scratched out the whole name and everything and profile pic and like deleted the comment. So like hiding the user from the channel because I was like, I don't want children like coming to my channel and stuff like that because this happened once before and it's like literally like you shouldn't even be like where like why are you doing this? Because at first I thought it was just an illiterate adult, right? But no, I can clearly like tell that it's a child and I saw a little short on her channel, right? That what looks to be a child and her cousin and stuff like that. So I was just like, okay, no. Yeah, but before Bunny, okay, was not playing, right? And so I said, you are slow. Go home, Roger. It's not my greatest moment, right? But imagine in my head, I was literally like, this is a literate adult because I've had so many of them. So it's like, yeah. But what she said, actually, she said a lot more than that. She was saying that because of what her mother gave her. And it seems that she did not know how to spell light skin and green eyes. She could be confident with rough hair and short locks with 4X hair. I think she meant 4C hair. Um, I'm not even going to get into the comment because like this is a child, right? But y'all please check on your children, right? I don't know if I'm gonna tag the mother or not. I feel like would it be I don't know. Yeah, I might and just tell her, let's not let's not have your child. And I'm trying to tread carefully because like I don't want to tell the parent how to like parent, but like I don't when things happen like I could have just ran with that and been like, oh yeah, and she wouldn't have had a clue. So it's like, yeah. But the real one that I want to get into was this one, right? And so you see this um person, right? And that same okay, let's just get into the comment before I say something. And so this was my latest video, right? I think. And she said, "Girl, you're projecting. How about you guys watch the whole video and understand her point?" We did watch the whole video. We did. I broke it down bit by bit. If you didn't watch the whole video, that's your thing. If you didn't watch my whole video, which it's very clear that she didn't, right? Then that's your thing. That's your own fault, right? Anybody, can search up that video and just like you can like I should I start putting the links to the TikToks? I guess I'll start doing that, I guess, right? But like you can search this up yourself, right? If people wanted to search up the whole thing themselves, they could do that because like Cafe Olay did that, right? And she found it just fine apparently. So, like is and understand her point. She came out with her point. Her point was that it's eating it's eating up Nina Simone, very fair Nina Simone, that a browner skin exotical, right? A browner skin woman. I don't think she would classify herself as an exotical, right? But a browner skinned woman with a looser hair texture. That's not even what she said. A better hair texture. But we'll just move past that because there's nothing wrong with saying you have a better hair texture as long as you're putting down a super fair light skinned woman, right? Okay, that's fine for some reason. Yeah, and understand her point. Her whole point is that she's better and that Nina Simone should feel embarrassed that Nina Simone has a terrible mother, and that that she's just this horrible colorist person, and that just putting her down, right? And then she says she's fighting stereotypes and letting people know, regardless of if you're lighter or darker, doesn't mean everybody will look the same. Y'all want it to be weird. She's not fighting stereotypes, she's reinforcing them. She's quite literally reinforcing them by saying that you have better hair is put still reinforcing a stereotype of texturism and things like that, and insinuating that you would expect Nina Simone or a lighter skinned person to have better hair. I'm using her terms, by the way. She said better hair. She didn't say looser hair. She said better. Okay. Yeah. And so she quite literally is reinforcing this area. She's not fighting shit but herself, her own demons, and trying to project it onto women that are younger than her and using her little sister as a scapegoat, because she has obviously some mental illness going on and some deep insecurities, right? Because again, no mentally sane person would use their little sister, who's closer to being underage than an actual adult, right? I don't care that she's 18. 18 is, again, I'll say it, 1 year off of being a teen. She's still a teenager. Like 1 year off of being like a legal adult. So I don't care. It's very weird. It's very strange. And then she said, y'all want it to be weird. No, it is weird. It's weird to do this. It's weird to compare yourself to your sister and bring another, like, compare your sister to a random stranger on the internet because you felt so triggered by this random woman saying, I feel insecure about my hair in juxtaposed with like my skin tone, which is it's a completely normal thing to have. I'm not surprised because the way that y'all react, unambiguous Black people react to coarse hair, especially on a light skinned woman, right? Saying that they're a waste of yellow, waste of light skin and stuff like that. Like, are we serious? Like, y'all want it to be weird? Okay, it's weird, right? And I wasn't too surprised because I was just like, oh, I looked at your profile pic, right? And I was like, oh, well, I could tell by the pose that you're a hood booger, right? I could tell that you don't have much brain cells there. So it's not all that surprising. But if you are not smart, again, if you're slow, go home, Roger. Can you even define projecting? Y'all want to make this bashing other people like this liberating thing, but it's not. It's really not, right? And it's like, girl, why are you here? Y'all claim that I'm weird, I'm projecting, I'm doing all of this, but y'all keep following me, y'all keep watching me, right? My followers went up. It keeps going up. My views keep going up, right? Because y'all keep interacting with me, and it's weird because it's like y'all hate me so much. Y'all think I'm so weird, but you're making y'all made threads, y'all make videos, y'all make comments all the time, and it's like, oh my god, girl, when I don't like people, I don't like interact with them. Like, I'm not doing it. You see how, like, I won't even mention people's names right now, but like, if I don't like somebody, I'm not following what they're doing. I'm not commenting on their shit. Like, you don't understand how the algorithm works, obviously, and it's so weird. It's like, girl, bye. You're rejecting. She's fighting stereotypes and letting people know that despite having the browner skin, you still have the Hawaiian silky. You can still have the Hawaiian silky. Oh, light skinned Nina Simone thought she would have the Hawaiian silky. But it's not true. I have the Hawaiian silky. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. And I nearly forgot, right? Um, again on the same video, right? Like a few people were doing the whole thing. Well, they're not light skinned, right? I don't think she's like that's the only thing that if you commented right and you like mentioned that, oh, I don't think she's light skinned, right, and just mentioned other stuff in the video as well, that's fine. Like I don't have an issue with you. The random people who randomly commented and was just like, oh, I don't think she's light skinned. Like that's all you took from this? That's all you took from oh my god, you don't understand how mad it gets me, right? When people are not watching the full video but want to comment something stupid and act like they're correcting me. Stop trying to fucking correct me. You you've never been correct a day in your life. Please, and like I just don't understand, right? Because I get that everybody's perception of what of skin tone is different, right? And I feel like people are again, this whole thing of if you're not high yellow, damn near white, then you're not light skin. And that's totally untrue. Because again, even it's like light skinned monoracial black people exist, right? And they're not all super high yellow, right? Y'all will call any man, right, who is slightly lighter, right? A light skinned man, right? But the day a woman comes, right, is oh, she has to be high yellow. It's like, girl, bye. And also, like, people are forgetting that I'm also African, right? And like, I dibble and dabble in a lot of cultures, right? So my perception of what light skin is, right, is different. It's not just the US standard, right? Especially the like I don't know, up north type of like standard of skin tone, right? And so to me, right, these women would still be considered on the lighter side, right? Even though in my family, right, there's a few like high yellow people, right? Um, they still would be considered on the lighter side to me and my family, right? So that's where I'm coming from, right? Like, girl, I'm not arguing back and forth with you about skin tone, about, da, da, da. This is why I don't even like try and describe my skin tone or anything like that. Because y'all are so weird when it comes to skin tone. It's like, girl, who fucking cares? That's what you took from this? Not that an older sister, nearly 12 years, yeah. Her senior is trying to use her little sister as a scapegoat and basically fetishizing her. That's not what you took from this? Not a woman saying being a texturist? Huh? Like, please. Like, it's so weird. But yeah, like, my standards are not just like based off of like US standards or anything like that. I'm talking about my real life and who's been called, oh, you know, light skin and on the lighter side and things like that. Yeah, I don't center lightness around like starting with white people. Like, you know, yeah, but I hope that makes sense. Yeah. But I think that's it for this video. I'll be like I think I'm gonna like bulk record or attempt to. Don't bash me, please. If I don't upload. Yeah, but I'll like probably record something after this because I had like a whole thing, but like I got sidetracked, right? Because I dyed my hair blonde. it looks pretty good, to be honest. I have to dye my like tape ends and stuff like that. So yeah. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Tell me if you liked it. Love you guys. Bye.